off?
Dude, it's going off like crazy. There's something evil in this house.
Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
On August 4th, 1892, Lizzie's father and stepmother were both murdered in cold blood by the hands of someone using an axe. Lizzie Borden was the prime suspect, but was later found innocent in a court of law. They say the Lizzie Borden house is haunted by the same evil that was there on August 4th. Till this day, these murders remain unsolved. Join us tonight while we investigate the house where these crimes took place to seek out answers in the Lizzie Borden house.
This is Andrew and Abby's room, aka the master bedroom. This is where James and I are gonna be spending the night tonight. It's almost like 2 rooms. I wanted to show you around while I had the opportunity throughout the whole house, because in a little bit they're gonna be closing this door and we won't be able to go in there because this is a bed and breakfast. Now right now they're doing like a tour, so they're gonna be going through our room. We're gonna do an investigation though in this room, also down in the, the main part where Andrew was murdered. I'm gonna show you here in a second where Abby, the stepmother of Lizzie Borden, was murdered. There's even some crazy pictures. Let's go. Now this room to our right was the room of Lizzie Borden. And scare me. There's some pictures of Lizzie. That scared me. It's pretty creepy in here. What up, James?
What's up, man? John Moore's bedroom right here.
I wanted to show you these pictures here. Right there is Abby Borden. Pictures of, her body, her dead body. And you can see that that dresser, which I am told is not this actual dresser. They did a great job to redo what it looks like. I mean, it's spot on. I almost thought it was the original one, but I'm hearing that it's not. I mean, like right where we're standing, this is where the body of Abby Borden was found. This is where she was attacked with the axe or hatchet 19 times. That's pretty gruesome. If you see here in the reflection of the mirror, you can actually see the camera on a tripod.
I think that's Lizzie's and this was Emma's.
Emma was Lizzie's older sister. In fact, when Emma was just 12 years old, Lizzie was 2. She had, she was 10 years older. Emma promised her mom on her deathbed that she would look after Lizzie for the rest of her life, and almost so Lizzie growing up always looked to Emma as a mother figure. I'm thinking that's why Abby, which was the stepmother of Lizzie and Emma, thinking that's why they were never close. Maybe there's more to the story, why Abby wasn't close to Lizzie and vice versa. What are you doing? What are you doing? How's it going? What's your name? I didn't even see her. Now, a short walk away from the Lizzie Borden house, just a couple blocks up, is the church that Lizzie Borden not only attended, but she worked here teaching children about the Lord. Name of this church, well, the former name of it was the Central Congregational Church of Rock Street. Now, this is Rock Street right here. It's a one-way street. Now, you may be wondering, like, okay, like, it's not a church anymore? Like, what? Well, this is pretty interesting. This is actually a restaurant, and the name of the restaurant is called the Abbey Grill. Now, I'm not sure if that has anything to do with Abby Borden. Pretty sure it does. Now, if you know who Aerosmith is, you know, Steven Tyler is the lead singer. Well, they actually filmed a music video here. Did you know that? No. Yeah, man. Not sure when it became the Abbey Grill, but it was, you know, and I mean, this is an old piece of history, and it looks beautiful. James and I are trying to kill some time because there's people getting ready to go to sleep and stuff, so we wanted to wait a little bit later. Plus, I want to make this an official 3 a.m. challenge. We're gonna go and investigate the rest of the house. I'm gonna show you where Andrew Borden was murdered in the living room. We're gonna investigate the basement, investigate the whole 3rd floor. This is gonna be awesome, so let's get right into it. Oh.
What's going on?
Dude, it's going off like crazy.
Really? Oh, really?
Look. That EMF meter, like,
wow.
I actually...
That thing never goes off.
It never goes off.
It really go off.
I've taken that thing in one of the most haunted places and it didn't even go off.
The minute we turn it on, it starts going crazy.
Wow. You might hear us whispering a lot up here. I just turned the air off. Reason being is because there's people sleeping in the next room. But it's getting really close to 3 a.m. I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna talk really low. We're gonna explore the whole Lizzie Borden home. Back in the days, you know, Andrew Borden, you know, he lived a very simple life. The guy had money, but he was very frugal. I mean, how they took a bath was pretty primitive.
But look how it's shaped, bro. You can't put your booty on that. Could you imagine trying to squat on that thing?
They didn't have bathrooms in this house. So in the middle of the night, I know that there was a couple of flushable toilets in the basement, but during the middle of the night, like, they would have to go to the bathroom in something like this. If they were to take a bath, they would have to warm up the water. That would take a lot of time, and that's how there was no showering. So I could imagine that taking baths wasn't a daily occurrence. So, you know, in the summertime when it gets pretty hot, they're probably pretty smelly. Maybe not though, I don't know. This is how they would bathe. That's more than likely what it looked like. You know, that's really not a lot of water. I mean, you know, think about it. So they would fill that up with some warm water and yeah, it would kind of drain into that. So, well, I'm guessing they used to just bathe right here in their bedroom. This place is actually decorated very, very close to what it could have looked like.
Yeah, that's what she said. They tried to get it as close as it was.
Yeah, so, I mean, in the 1800s, this is what the Borden home... Bro,
what?
Look, it's going off like crazy. Dude, that EMF meter's going off like crazy. This place is so active. What the heck? Look at that. Now, I'm not sure if that's a picture of Abby. I'm pretty sure, but here is a picture of her, I guess it was her niece. And her name was Abby as well. I don't know why, but I feel something in this bathroom. It's not lighting up though. We were talking to the owners of the Borden home, and they told us that, you know, because they run a bed and breakfast here, they get to hear a lot of stories. There's cameras all throughout the house. They've captured stuff on camera. Of course, there's no cameras up here you know, where, I mean, a murder, the first murder happened, and there's no camera in there. I mean, this whole house, this whole entire house is haunted. But check this out. There was some people that stayed here, and they got so freaked out in the middle of the night that they just left. What happened was there was a lot of things happening. I'm not sure if it was in this room or not. The wife had said, man, if one more thing happens again in the middle of the night, like, we're leaving. And they ended up leaving, going and staying at another hotel down the street, and they came back in the morning, I guess, for their breakfast. But they were saying that the door handle was, like, started moving, like. I heard somebody walking up the stairs. It's really quiet in here. This is the 3rd floor. We're gonna go up there and explore. What's kind of nice about the 3rd floor is that no one rented any of the rooms up here, so we're pretty free to explore the entire 3rd floor. Sometimes people have reported children playing up here. This house originally was set up as a 2-family house, and the original owner would rent out the 1st floor to people, I guess, to help pay the mortgage. And he ended up selling it to Mr. Borden, and he converted the house back into a 1-family home. So the room that we're in right now, which is the master bedroom, that originally was a kitchen. But there's like a, I want to say like a playroom up here. Oh, this is it up here. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Look, it's like the little black cat I saw outside earlier. At this spot, August 6, 1995, found 2 dead pigeons. Whoa. Oh, these are some of the other rooms. See, they're not rented out. Oh, cool. Look, no, this is the toy room. All right, so this is the front of the house right there, and right underneath us, more than likely, is the room that Abby was murdered in. Pretty sure. So, whoa. Oh, look, it's one of those, see, I'm not 100% sure if that's a bathing pot or a potty pot. But here, I wanted to show you something kind of cool. So this is the very front of the house. And, oh, what's in here? Oh, I don't want to open that, never mind. But, okay, if you see that building right there to the right, that's actually a courthouse. And that's where Aaron Hernandez court sessions, you know, I don't know if you remember the NFL tight end that I guess was responsible for a murder. Like, that's where the court hearings were. I mean, at least pretty sure the very first one. But yeah, there was another house directly across the street here too, a couple other houses too, and they're no longer there anymore. So, oh look, that's a I've always wanted to like buy and live in a house that looked like that. It's really cool. Awesome. got blurry here. Pretty sure this is the... Oh! That's what they called it. The Fall River tragedy. This is awesome, man. It really is like a museum. I heard a noise. Man, I hope James ain't in here trying to scare me or something. Came from in here. Are you messing around, James? Make my way towards the basement. I think that's where James is right now. But in a little bit, we're gonna actually do something pretty cool. We're gonna film ourselves sleeping, and I don't know if that's gonna be in this same video. More than likely, I'm gonna do a second part. You know, it's gonna be kind of like a little Lizzie Borden series, if you will, because we still have to even visit the cemetery, and I want to do some EVPs there. I would have gone there tonight, but they close it off. I mean, that's how popular this cemetery is. And there's a lot of Bordens buried there at the cemetery, but we're gonna go visit Andrew and Abby's cemetery plots or graves, and that's probably gonna be along with the video of us sleeping. James did a video of him sleeping here, and I think Lou, they actually slept in the room where Abby Borden was murdered. I hope we can get something similar tonight. If not, it's okay. We still got the cemetery to go to. Sorry, let's go to the basement. Got this. This is the room that Mr. Andrew Borden was murdered in. In fact, it was right in this area right here, right where that couch is. I'm getting a little blurry, sorry. What is that noise? Scared the crap out of me. Went ahead and turned on the light, and here you can see they have cameras all over the house. I'm sure they have a lot of footage of things happening throughout the house. We're gonna go in the basement here in a second. I think James is down there, or I think I might have heard him go outside, because I don't think the noises I was hearing right now was James, because we're not on this side of the house. I don't know, could have been somebody going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. This is where Mr. Andrew Borden was murdered with a similar hatchet. How they determined it was a hatchet was because of, you know, all the injuries, and not only that, they ended up finding the hatchet, but it didn't have a handle on it. And that's what the, suspected murder weapon was. Here's a picture, and I'm sorry, it's a little graphic. That is the picture of Andrew Borden after he was murdered, and you could see That looks just like the couch. I mean, it's exactly the same way. I heard when they found him, part of his eyeball was cut in half. His nose was completely disconnected from his face. I mean, it was horrific. Blood everywhere. They have a replica skull of, here, I'm gonna share with you the history. It was pretty bad, but I guess this was kind of a surprise. The prosecution, after they buried the bodies, and this was top secret, they ended up removing the heads, and later on they brought it into court. Well, court was like almost a year later, but it supposedly caused like chaos in the courtroom. Lizzie Borden ended up passing out. There was women screaming in court. They were not expecting to show the heads of Abby and Andrew Borden. Pretty crazy. You can see they have a Ouija board there, and some dowsing rods, and some ghost hunting equipment. There's an EMF meter, and I think, yeah, here's another Ouija board. There's the skulls right there. That's the skull of Mr. Andrew Borden and Abby Borden right there, and they brought that into the court hearing. And here's replica skulls and a replica hatchet of, you know, what they found. You can see that 10 blows to the area, and she received 18 blows. I thought it was 19. Wow, that's insane. What's that noise? I thought I heard something in here. So in the morning, they do a really nice breakfast. That's what James said. Only problem is, oh gosh. All right, chill.
Who is? Is that Omar?
Hey.
Oh, dude, I've been locked out here for like 15, 20 minutes.
Have you really?
Yes, I didn't want to knock on the door, and you haven't been answering your phone. It must
Oh,
be
I'm
in the
sorry.
room.
Yeah, I had my phone off. Ugh. I hate basements. Hey, leave this door open, okay? Man, for being the 1800s, they used to have, I mean, these are like pretty tall ceilings.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about bumping my head.
Now, this is what the toilets more or less would look like that they had down here. When the Bordens lived in this house, they did not have electricity, by the way. They didn't even have gas lighting. They had kerosene, which was kind of old school for that time. I mean, they had the money. I mean, they lived very humble, just to kind of show you. Pretty sure that's why Lizzie and Emma were, mainly Lizzie, so I heard she was not very happy. I mean, especially seeing our relatives living the life, and then, you know, they're living like really poor. James is gonna show us something cool.
When I were in here,
Uh-huh.
we heard a straight up whisper. It sounded like James. Like
Really?
from over there. It was crazy. Right here, look in there. Tell me if you see anything. Look straight ahead. What the hell?
Shh. Bro.
Somebody's walking up there. Everyone's sleeping.
What the hell?
We just came from
It is way too late. I haven't seen anybody. It stopped.
Dude, you never even seen it over here yet.
No.
Go look inside there.
Dude, what was that noise? It sounded like somebody was up here.
Somebody was walking, but then I heard a little bang. Look right here. Last time I told Omar to look right here, that noise started happening. And then the leaking.
What's in here?
No, back up. Look on the wall.
Oh, dude, there's a face.
Yeah.
There's a freaking face.
Yeah, it's freaking.
What the hell?
Yeah, dude.
That almost looks like a man, like with a beard. Did you just say something? Bro, I don't know if I want to be down here. Straight up. But we're still in the basement. We've been spending a little time down here. We wanted to go upstairs, but I mean, the noises stopped. It sounded like somebody was walking up there. It was the strangest thing ever. But anyways, I wanted to give you a little history on Mr. Andrew Borden. The guy was a grinder. I mean, any which way he could make money, he would make it. Andrew Borden's father was a fish peddler. And when his father ended up dying, if you don't know what a fish peddler is, you know, he had like a fish market, very hard workers. The Bordens in general here in Massachusetts, very wealthy family. Now, Andrew Borden's, you know, these Bordens were a little bit more humble. They were, I'm not going to say they were harder workers, because all of the Bordens were known for being very, very hard workers. And there's still Bordens today here in this area of Massachusetts. Well, anyways, when Andrew Borden's father passed away, he did try out doing the fish peddling thing and the fish market and stuff. Didn't work out. He got into carpentry. Believe it or not, he started building coffins for a living. And I mean, from that, it went to real estate investing, and then he became a president of a bank. He was not a very liked man. I mean, being that he was frugal and he had money and he had all of these investments, people did wonder if he was murdered by one of those business deals that happened to go bad. I lost James again, bro. We're gonna go up there. I don't get creeped out very easily, but I have a really horrible feeling in this. Oh gosh, I feel like a draft of wind right now. Leave me alone. I know you're here. There's something evil in this house. This house needs a blessing. It really does. Oh. James and I are gonna start going into the attic now. I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be, but more than likely we're gonna be doing a second part to this video. I'm gonna record myself for several hours sleeping into the night. I think James is gonna do the same thing, and then we're gonna explore the cemetery as well as do some EVPs at the cemetery where the Bordens are buried. What rocking chair was moving?
You should have called right there. That one right there.
Oh yeah, I remember that with the dolls.
Oh, I just seen it move again.
Uh-uh.
Oh, that is creepy. They move, like literally rock back and forth for like 5 seconds.
Bro, did you turn the lights off up here?
No.
When I left here, the lights were on.
No, I didn't touch the lights. You're right, the lights were on in here.
Yeah, all the lights were on in here, like every single light.
Okay.
Are they on a timer? No. So what makes this story really unique is that women back in the day, I mean, it was unheard of for a woman to commit such an act. So, I mean, I'm not sure if maybe people felt sorry for her. I mean, what was that? I don't know. I heard like a woman coughing or something. Well, anyways, if you didn't know this, really soon, I mean probably around the time I release this video, there's a movie coming out about Lizzie Borden, and I watched some of the previews to this movie. If you didn't know, like the girl from Twilight, it's called Lizzie. Be sure to check it out. But in that movie, I mean, there's all kinds of things that could have happened. I mean, people say that Lizzie's dad, Andrew, like was abusing her sexually, you know, and James was telling me right now that they were doing some EVPs, and something that came really clear up in their EVPs was the word rape. And I don't know, we're gonna try to ask right now, maybe ask that question. Some say that that's the reason why Lizzie had snapped. You know, I mean, she wasn't married, she was in her 30s. Did she ever get married? I don't think so. Yeah, she stayed single. She loved animals though, but there was even some talks of her hurting animals as a young girl. So she had some problems. She was very awkward in personality from what I hear. Wasn't somebody that you would introduce to your parents. You know, she didn't have a whole lot of friends. I mean, I don't know. It seems like she lived a pretty sad life. Sounds like somebody to me that was probably abused either mentally, physically, or both. So let's ask.
Whoa, what did I say?
I don't know. Oh, this temperature thing's freaking out right now.
What the hell? Who's with us here?
I heard a woman's voice. I heard a woman.
Last time I was here, you told me someone got raped here? Lizzie got raped? Whoa.
Did you really murder your dad and stepmom? What about Emma? Are you here with us, Emma? Did you have anything to do with it? Why weren't you here that day? She like mysteriously like wasn't here.
Whoa.
What the heck?
Dude, I've never heard that before. What the heck, bro? Is that Mr. Borden? Andrew, is that you, Andrew?
That sounds like it is.
Andrew, do you want to tell us anything?
Even though Lizzie was innocent or found innocent in a court of law,
Whoa.
people like felt like she still murdered them. You know what I mean? Like, what if Lizzie was innocent? Is Lizzie really innocent? Who moved the rocking chair?
Whoa.
What did it say? You know what? I mean, I like spirit boxes, but you won't see me use them a whole lot. I mean, I've gotten clear EVPs come through right through my camera. I'm pretty sure I even caught some today. I'm gonna go ahead and start concluding this video. I'm sure it's pretty long already. Make sure to check out my friend James the Fam. Link will be down below to 2 of his videos. One of his videos that he did here before I came to investigate, and of course his video that he is doing with me today. Go follow his channel. He's gonna have 4 videos total here. I'm gonna only have 2. But yeah, we're gonna start going to sleep here in a little bit. It's getting really close. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of time to sleep, by the way. Checkout's at 10 in the morning. So we're gonna go ahead and sleep as much as we can. And I'm gonna show you the cemetery as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to kiss that like button.
Bro, I swear I just seen something move over there in the doorway.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start getting out of here. What? What was it?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm telling you, we heard like this noise. And I look up and I swear I seen something move out here, and I don't see very well.
James earlier, I mean probably like a few hours ago, swears that he witnessed this rocking chair moving on its own.
Whoa! Oh! Look!
Like it was legit moving?
Legit moving back and forth, dude.
Are you sure it wasn't something like maybe
It was stopped and it was still moving.
Because there's the air duct right there. It can't be the air. Oh gosh, that's the second time. That is weird. We are going to be visiting tomorrow morning the cemetery where the Bordens are buried. We're going to do a paranormal investigation there. We wanted to go at nighttime, but we weren't able to. James and I are both going to be filming ourselves sleeping. It's something that I actually love to do in somewhere that has a lot of haunted history. this happens to be, in my opinion, one of the most creepiest and haunted houses I've ever investigated. Almost like when I was by myself. I mean, I was really, really scared, and I don't get scared very often. We are in the attic right now. It's the 3rd floor, and our bedroom is right over here. We are actually in the largest bedroom of the house, which is the master bedroom. That's gonna be where James is gonna sleep, and I am sleeping right here. Earlier today, I don't know, I felt like a really strange vibe coming from the bathroom. Now, there was never a bathroom here in the first place. You know, maybe that's why. I have an EMF meter that is very, very stubborn. I mean, I've brought this EMF meter to tons of haunted locations that were confirmed haunted locations, and it never even like spikes at all. And for some weird reason, this thing was going crazy. And you can see it's not doing anything. So I'm gonna leave it there for a little bit. I mean, it was going crazy. That's in my part 1 video if you want to see it. Looks like there's nothing happening anymore. Yeah, pretty sure that is Abby Borden right there. Oh, this is Abraham. Oh, okay, that's the fish peddler. Abraham Borden, father of Andrew. Very hard worker. Kind of jealous of James because he can sleep like, I mean, it doesn't take him that long. For me, I gotta play with my phone, and I don't know, it just takes me a while, but I'm gonna go ahead and let that record for a few hours. I will see you in the morning. Of course it's not going off now when I start recording it. Are you here, Lizzie? Almost felt you like breathing on me. I don't know, I don't think I slept that long. Maybe like 2 hours or so. Well, ever since I got here to this house. I don't know, I felt like there's something weird in here. It's a weird feeling. Are you the one making all that noise in here? I wonder if that's... Is that you, Andrew? I don't know, like I said, every time I come in here, I had to use the bathroom a couple of times. I feel like a cold feeling. The window's open. feel like there's something that does not belong in here. I mean, maybe Lizzie is really jealous that there's a bathroom here because, like I said in my first video, they didn't take baths, at least like this, like we do today. They were using something like that to take a bath in. I mean, even to use the toilet. Like they had these little bowls. If they had to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, they would go in this little bowl. And then there were toilets in the basement. And I showed that in my previous video. Or is it Abby? Hello? Is that you, Lizzie? I'm not sure if that was moving because maybe I accidentally bumped into it. Sometimes even, like when you move, you know, this is all a wooden house. You know, sometimes when you walk around, but I'm not ruling it out that could have been a spirit because my EMF meter was going crazy right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna record. I mean, there's only a couple more hours. I mean, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to sleep. I keep hearing noises in the bathroom. All right, I'll see you. Good morning, fam. Woke up bright and early, took a shower. That's why I look a little different. You know, it didn't dawn on me until this morning what this was. Now this bathroom, you know, it had to have been something before. Well, come to find out, this was Mr. Borden's dressing room, or I don't know, closet. This is where he used to get ready for work, because he was more than likely a 7-day-a-week worker, kind of like me. But I don't want anybody to not stay at the Borden house because of this, but I really did not get a good sleep last night. It had nothing to do with, you know, the beds being comfortable or anything like that. This house is very charming. The bed is very comfortable. The linens are very comfortable. However, I think it's all about the history and the excitement and maybe little noises that you hear in the middle of the night that just keeps you up. Like, I probably only had maybe like an hour and a half of sleep total. In the middle of the night, I woke up, I noticed that my other camera was not recording, and then I look through this mirror right here, and to my surprise, I seen a tall, dark figure like in this area. Now, I woke up, looked back, I thought it was James, because James is really tall. If you didn't know, James is like 6'7", like, you know, like I'm not super tall, but I'm tall, and James makes me look short, like I'm about 6 foot tall. I look back, and James is not there. Like, it was just nothing. And then of course I look back in the mirror, I see the dark figure again, and then I look back in the mirror like another time. I don't know, maybe I was dreaming, maybe not, but when I looked back in the mirror, it was gone. It was almost like it was there twice. The third time it was gone. It was almost like, oh, you're doubting me? Look, it's going off. Oh, there goes, see? Alright, I'm not 100% sure if that was Miss Lizzie Borden or Abby Borden. There's only a few pictures of her, but I know for a fact, okay, over here, this is a picture of Andrew, right there. And I don't know, they must leave like change and stuff for him. I don't know, maybe that's like an offering or something for them. That's a really nice box. Let's check on James. James.
Oh, look at this.
What?
we have an earthquake last night?
Huh?
Do we have an earthquake last night?
Earthquake.
Look at the freaking pictures right there.
Oh, look
bro.
at this picture.
Okay.
I don't know. You sleep all right though?
Oh no, I only slept for like 2 hours.
Same here. I didn't really sleep very long.
I'm tired.
We gotta get out of here, man. Like checkout is in like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I think in like 20 minutes we gotta be out of here because they start doing tours. This is a museum during the day, and they have to get somebody in here to clean really quick. I'm pretty sure they start doing the tours like within an hour or so. Luckily, we didn't leave it. Well, James kind of left it a mess. Oh, there's sunflower seeds all over the floor. Oh, bro.
Don't stop it.
All right, wake your butt up. Are you gonna take a shower?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shower and I'll be downstairs. Tell them I'm not gonna have breakfast though.
All right, cool. Look who came to visit us. Hi, Leanne.
Hi, buddy.
And that's Leanne. Well, her name's Leanne too. So, got the Leanne sisters. I wanted to show you where the Bordens are buried, and it looks like they kind of took over this whole corner here at the Oak Grove Cemetery in River Falls. Got Thomas Borden, R. Borden. Oh, that's the original. That's the Richard Borden. Okay, Richard Borden was one of the very first English Bordens that came here. I'm not 100%. Let's go find out. Really? That's it? It just says R. Borden. All right, we're looking for Andrew and Abby Borden. They were buried here. All right, so we're having a hard time finding these, but wow, look at these. These are, they like must have broke off. No such luck finding Andrew, Abby, Lizzie, and Emma, and Sarah, of course. I think there's a couple other ones too. I thought it was gonna be right here. They were gonna keep them all together, but they're all spread out. Look, more Bordens. That's crazy, ton of them.
Very large family.
It's a little hard to find. Good thing we were able to drive around because this cemetery is ginormous. Now, if you ever wanna try to find Lizzie Borden's burial spot, I wouldn't recommend going on Google. I mean, you could go on Google to see what the, you know, but they all look alike. I would say look for, you know, other cars, and that's what we kind of did too. There's a car right over there. Somebody taking pictures, but oh, what the hell was that? Just had a bee like go by my ear right now. So there is where they laid Andrew Borden to rest. And if you're wondering what that J stands for, his name was Andrew Jackson Borden. Oh, Emma is buried here. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're all buried here.
Okay. So at first glance, I thought AJ, Andrew Jackson Borden, was buried here, but this is just like his family's memorial. This is his actual burial site. It's right there. Andrew Jackson Borden, and that's Abby Borden. That was his second wife. This was Sarah's burial spot, and I did not know this until today. And I mean, I know so much about the Lizzie Borden story, and so do these guys. They didn't even know this. There was a third daughter born to the Bordens. Her name was Alice, and she died when she was a baby. She was only 2 years old. And what was the cause of death? It was some kind of hydrocephalus fluid.
They called it back in 1859.
Yeah, I really don't know. Some kind of fluid in her brain, but yeah, she was buried there.
The 2-year-old that died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
Yeah, you want to know something else I found out that I forgot the details last night, but do you remember that room on the 3rd story where it had that toy box?
Right.
Well, what happened was a Borden, like, you know, they were a really big family. There was one that stayed on that property before Lizzie and her family even moved in. She drowned her 3 kids in a well right on that property. Like, actually drowned them, and then she slit her own throat.
Wasn't that the house next door?
It was on the
Yeah, I heard that.
at the house next
Yeah.
door, on the same property.
That's what I heard.
Right,
Yeah.
but it was the same property. It was owned by the Bordens,
Yeah.
part of the family, and That's why they leave toys there. They think those kids' spirits haunt that place, or, you know, are there anyways.
A lot of history here. See, there's the answer to my question. Emma is buried here. I'm not sure who passed who or who survived who. And there's Lizzie's grave right there. You can see people spent a whole lot of time here because there's not much grass here. There's a lot of dirt right there. I think people, like Leanne said, camp out here. Somebody brought some flowers there and left some offerings. You guys want to do some EVPs?
Sure.
I kind of want to do them over there because these guys were the victims. I don't want to talk to Lizzie right now.
Every time I hear an EVP that comes from here, no matter what show or who I watch, the guy's voice, I swear to God, it's always the same. Every time you pick up a male EVP, go back and like listen to a lot of the older shows. You'll hear the male's voice. It always kind of sounds the same, like old style English talk. It's not your normal today speech because you're going back to the 1800s, you know.
They lived in an Irish neighborhood at the time, right? So they probably had
There was a lot of Irish.
probably had an Irish accent in a way, you know. I don't know.
Nope.
But we're gonna do some EVPs. I was using this the other night, and this is actually 2 spirit boxes in one. So I want to ask Andrew. Actually, I'm gonna ask Andrew and Abby. Andrew and Abby, what happened to you on August 4th, 1872? Were your daughters responsible for your deaths? Whoa. You sound like a man. Is that you, Andrew? Come talk to us. We want to hear what you have to say. So a lot of people curious about what happened on August 4th.
How many spirits are with us right now? Can you give us a number? Ooh,
What was that?
I said 8. It sounds clear 8 right there. Whoa.
You know what
Whoa. Sometimes spirit communication takes time, especially through like electronic voice phenomenon. Emma, what happened? Oh, I heard somebody. Emma would know. What happened to you guys growing up? Was your father abusive? Did he deserve to die? You know, that's what makes the Borden case so unique. It's like there's no clear answers, you know, to what happened. I mean, everything was pointing to Lizzie, but you know, if Lizzie had a motive to kill her own father, I mean, she honored her father. I mean, according to everybody else, I mean, had a great deal of respect for him, did a lot for him, but I mean, like, why did she kill her father? Why did she kill her stepmom? Why was Emma not present during the whole thing? Sketchy. What about you, Lizzie? Are you innocent? What did that say? Were you abused by your father? Come talk to me. If you did murder your stepmom and your father, like, why did you do it? What was the reason? I'm not getting anything.
Like somebody answered the phone.
Oh, saying a lot now. Oh, dude, I heard hello like twice.
How are you?
We're here. Talk to us. Why were you murdered? That's Andrew.
Is there anything you want to tell us, Andrew?
Did you deserve to die, Andrew? Lizzie, are you here? Or Emma? I don't know. Well, we have a great deal of respect for you.
And we hope we are resting in paradise, all of you. Same voice, yeah. Andrew and Abby, really sorry what happened to you guys. Especially you, Sarah. It's not fair you were taken away from motherhood when your children were so young. Had been a great deal of pain for everybody. May you guys rest in peace. So this is Lizzie Borden's newer neighborhood. Look at that house right there. That's so cool. Oh, there's a gargoyle on top of that house. Right over here is Lizzie Borden's house that she purchased after her inheritance. They did a lot of work to it. Wow, it's beautiful.
They've been doing work. The last owner gave up because
it was too much work.
It was too much work.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So we are in the Maplecroft. James kind of split up from me. Happens all the time. But I'm gonna give you a little history on this place. This is like night. It's probably James. But it's like night and day. I mean, if you watch my Lizzie Borden video at the Lizzie Borden house, like this was definitely like an upgrade from the Lizzie Borden house. I mean, this is just screaming luxury from the moment you walk in. Now, Lizzie and Emma lived here together. A lot of what you see is original, including that seating area right there. All the fireplace woodwork is original. I know that the wallpaper was added by the previous owner, but this is the original wallpaper. There's some really pretty pictures here of Maplecroft. This is the parlor room. You know, if there was any type of entertaining, you know, if you had relatives over, friends over, this is where they would congregate. There goes Lizzie right over there. There's a lot of nice pictures of Lizzie here, as well as her sister Emma. Now, this picture right over here, I'm pretty sure this is the same woman too. This is Nance O'Neill. Lizzie Borden, most of her life, lived a sheltered type life. So, I mean, there's talks of this house being more peaceful because she was able to live her life. It is haunted, I have heard that, but it's nothing like the Lizzie Borden house. Now, this actress, that's what she was. It was very common for, you know, if you went to like plays and stuff like that during those times, or you went to shows, that you would hang out with the actors and actresses. It's a little bit different than, you know, than today. But this was one of Lizzie Borden's like really good friends. She friended her, and they would have like crazy parties here in this house. Lizzie Borden did die in this house. I'm gonna show you where it could have been, more than likely, which was her bedroom. But if she had a funeral service, which she did have one, that is confirmed here, more than likely it was here in the parlor where they put the casket. All right, let me show you something else. There's so much to see in this house. If you see or hear anything, let me know, because it is haunted here. One thing about Lizzie Borden is she loved collecting china and especially spoons. So if she had any of that, this is what it would look like during that time. I'm not sure if this is the original china that Lizzie Borden used to have, but there is something really cool I want to show you here. You know, Lizzie Borden was a high roller. Okay, she had maids, she had servants, and whenever she wanted, like, you know, her food, like, hey, you know, I want my food, there's a little bell down here that she would tap with her foot, and it's still there. See? Okay, it doesn't work, but that's it right there. made this into a little half bath. And that's the original stained glass window. And there's another one right up there. This is like a little mansion. Here, let's go take a look. We are 100% alone in the house. I'm gonna show you the library. Wow, yeah, they got the AC on in here. So when they open this up, hopefully soon, as a bed and breakfast, there's 4 bedrooms that you could rent out, and this is going to be one of the bedrooms. But yeah, it's not 100% if this was a library, but Gertrude, which was Lizzie Borden's travel companion, I'll get to that story in a second, they said that her bedroom was above the library. Now there's only 1 bedroom on the 3rd floor, and guess where it's at? It's right above this room, so that's why we think this could be the library. This is all the original woodwork. I mean, there's tons of fireplaces in here, and if you want to read what that says, you can. It's really unsure if the previous owner before Lizzie put that there or if Lizzie added that. Right out front of the house says Maplecroft. Now that was Lizzie's doing. Lizzie Borden actually named this house Maplecroft, and I'm going to show you something else that's kind of cool. Back in the day, there used to be a house right in between this house and the Maplecroft, and Lizzie purchased it so then she can add a garage, and supposedly that house was moved to a different location, and they are unaware or unsure where that house was moved to, but the house wasn't demolished. It was actually took off the foundation and moved somewhere. So that house is somewhere, I would imagine, close by. That's Gertrude right there, aka Trudy. That's what Lizzie would call her. She would travel with Lizzie places, you know, probably all over the world. I mean, Lizzie had the money to, and she definitely wanted to, so I'm pretty sure that she was going all over the place. Alright, I'm going to take you into what we believe is Lizzie Borden's room. There's another one right there. That's so pretty. You don't see that very much anymore. Are you here, Lizzie? Oh, there's a picture of her right there. It's another picture. She favored her mom, Sarah, quite a bit. And there's a story about this stained glass window right here, which was right there. One of the previous owners, when he got a divorce from his wife put it in the divorce to take that stained glass out. Now, when the new owners of this place purchased this place, they wanted, you know, of course they wanted to, you know, keep this as original as possible, and it pretty much is. They wanted to put the stained glass back, and they wanted to purchase it, and they didn't want to sell it. So they kind of bought that right there from Home Depot and just stuck it on there. It's kind of like a film. I'm sure it'd be kind of expensive to put another stained glass. Stained glass is expensive, but it would be nice for them to, you know, eventually in the future, with your help, of course. You know, maybe there's somebody watching that does stained glass. We need a design like this, okay? It needs to look like that. If you can do that, man, that's a lot of detail. Anyways, more than likely this was like a dressing room for Lizzie. That's an old Scottish saying, meaning like, you know, where you from? What the heck is that noise? A lot to explore here still. Supposedly this was Emma's room. Emma was the older sister of Lizzie Borden. She was on a mission to take care of her baby sister because her mom died really, really young. I mean, they were both young. Emma was only 12 years old when Sarah Borden died, and she promised her mom that she would look after her little sister, Lizzie. So she was almost like a mother figure in her life. So they were fairly close. These are pictures of Emma Borden. That's Emma right there, and that is a picture of Sarah Borden, and that's Emma as a baby. Wow. I'm going to show you the most exciting part of this house. Not sure who that picture is of, but I'm going to show you the most popular room of this house. Goes that noise again. Are you here, Lizzie? I don't know. Check this out. This, I don't know, it might not seem like much to us because we are spoiled. Now, Lizzie and Emma never had a bathroom. They never had a bath. Is that you, James? Alright, it was just nothing. This is a bathroom, and Lizzie and Emma didn't have a bathroom. So like I could kind of picture Lizzie like taking her clothes off at the stairs, like getting ready to come in here and take a bath and being like so excited. I mean, the way they used to bathe was very primitive. It was very before their time. They used to fill these like little bowls up with water, and that's how they would bathe. They didn't get to do this. Like, this was great. They didn't have water coming up to the second floor. It was unheard of during this time. But this is all original. This is the actual tub where Lizzie and maybe Emma, pretty sure Emma did too, anybody that lived here, including Trudy, the Gertrude, you know, they all bathed here. This is the original sink, original tile. I mean, this place is, I mean, when I say original, like we're not kidding you. Like none of this was redone. This is in really nice shape. I can't believe that's over 100 years old. Okay, I think James is coming upstairs. Is that you, James? I could have swore somebody was walking upstairs right now. Goes Andrew, Lizzie Borden, and Emma Borden's father. So these rooms haven't really been renovated yet. Oh, is that you, James? I'm pretty sure that was James. There's another room in here too, but when this place does become the official bed and breakfast, more than likely, I mean, you could probably come up here, but this isn't going to be where, I don't think you'll be able to rent these rooms up here. This looks like a sitting area. Oh, those things creep me out. Oh, check this out. This looks just like the hatchet that was used to murder Abby and Andrew Borden, and this is what was found. It was something just like this. It was just the head, and the actual handle was missing. And there is what I was talking about. What they would more than likely bathe with. They would fill that bowl up with some hot water, and that's how they would take a bath. And here is another bathing bowl. What you doing, man?
Nothing, man. I was gonna go check out the third floor. Anything cool up there?
Yeah. You know that hatchet? They have like a replica hatchet up here.
Oh, do they?
On the table, yeah.
Have you noticed anything like paranormal or anything crazy yet?
I've heard like a couple sounds here and there, like nothing crazy. Now this room that I'm gonna take you in right now, this was Trudy's room.
aka Gertrude. And I thought this was interesting. I'm not sure if this was originally here before, but this was like a little half bath or something, maybe a changing area. There was running water here. Yeah, this is pretty unique. All right. I see your butt crack. Yeah, I do. This almost reminds me of the house that Melissa and I visited. It's called the Haunted Mystery Mansion in Denver, Colorado. Very similar setup. I forgot to mention when we were in here, this is the original wallpaper from when Emma and Lizzie Borden lived in this home. Original. And not only that, but let me show you something else. There's some tin ceilings here in the kitchen, and this is the original tin ceiling. A lot of original stuff. Oh, there's some of the property managers are out there. That's the original cabinet, original sink. I'm gonna go down into the cellar. It's a nice dry basement. And all of this is original too. Like this paneling, which I don't know, looks like wainscoting. Now, I don't know if you know anything about basements. I owned a home that was built in the 1930s in upstate New York, and the basement was not this high. I mean, this was considered a pretty big deal during its time, like a luxury. I mean, these are 9-foot ceilings in the basement during the early 1900s. I want to say this house was built in 1915. Don't quote me on that. I know it was around that time, before the 1920s. Whoa, oh, you okay?
Oh my God.
Bro, you just took a major fall.
Oh.
What's the dude, how did that happen?
Oh, I don't know, it just...
Oh,
dude,
crap.
I just sprained my other ankle. Oh,
What do you mean you sprained your other?
Bro, I just twisted my ankle.
Oh, no.
Dude, why do I keep doing this, bro?
Were you pushed or something?
I don't even know.
Or you just, I mean, it looked like you slipped.
I don't think I slipped, though.
Are you
I
alright?
don't even know. No, dude, my ankle's jacked.
Here, let me help you up.
I don't even think I can stand on it.
Really?
Oh, dude. Guys, I've already messed this ankle up. I think I just messed this one.
Yeah, the other day when... I don't know if you saw that video where we found an alligator in my pool. Now, on James's video, what's happened? Oh, you got like a bruise or something there.
It's like I hit something right here.
But he took a nasty fall. My wife thought he broke his ankle, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe he tore a ligament or something. He's been in a lot of pain because we've been exploring a lot. And that's the one thing he complains about, his ankle when we're exploring. So this isn't good if he hurt his other ankle. You want to go to the hospital? You should have gotten the other ankle looked at too.
The hospital. I need to go to the hospital still for this one. Now, oh, bro, this is not good.
Oh man.
Ow. Oh yeah, I really did. Oh yeah, I did it good. Dude, I'm so freaking clumsy, guys. I don't know what to say.
I think we should just get out of here then.
Well, let's just check out this basement.
Yeah, I'll show you guys around here. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm cool with like taking you to the hospital, man. Yeah, you bumped your arm really good. It's really red.
I might go to the hospital because I needed to go get my other one checked out anyways, and now this one.
Can you walk on it? Oh, you probably sprung it really bad.
And I have to put most of my weight on this one, and that's where I think I got the torn muscle, so it's probably not good.
Bless you.
What's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so this tub was somewhere upstairs. It was an addition that Lizzie Borden added to the house. I haven't shown you that. In fact, being that James just took that nasty tumble down the stairs, I'm probably not going to show it to you. But, you know, hey, I encourage you, come check this place out, the Maplecroft. It's going to be available pretty soon. Hopefully by the time I get this video out, it'll be available. I'll leave a link down below to the Facebook page. And hopefully maybe, you know, if you want to come investigate this place, I'm pretty sure they're open to that. I mean, I know that they're, you know, they're still pulling permits and things like that and getting it ready to be a bed and breakfast. I know the city has been giving them a hard time. Please say a prayer for them because a lot of money went into this place to bring it back to where it's at right now. And oh my gosh, like I am so impressed with what they did to this house. I mean, this is the Lizzie Borden, the new Lizzie Borden home. And this is exactly how it would have been. I mean, a lot has been preserved here. I mean, a lot of the stuff, I mean, oh my gosh. The bathroom and the guest room though, I know that was remodeled. It has like a jetted tub, but this is the original tub that was in there.
Oh, this bathroom's original?
No, well, this tub was the one that was in the guest room, the addition.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is like a toilet that you would see in the basement. I'm pretty sure that's the original plumbing. You know, you could kind of go down here instead of going to an outhouse. All right, fam, I just wanted to introduce you to my bud, Ryan Woods. He is a tour guide and a property manager here at the Maplecroft. If you guys come here, I mean, it's not open yet, but when it does open, I highly suggest you request him because he's so informative. In fact, a lot of the history that I shared with you on the Maplecroft came from him, giving us a little tour, giving us some time here. So yeah, definitely reach out to Ryan. Ryan Woods. So there is the Maplecroft. James, we are the very first ones to make a video here, man. Now, if you want to see us do an overnight challenge here, you're gonna have to hook them up. I'm gonna leave a link down below to the Facebook page. This house is owned from the same owners that own the Lizzie Borden house. Big shout out to Leanne for giving us permission to come here. Big shout out to Ryan Woods. These guys are great. If you guys happen to visit either the Lizzie Borden house or here at the Maplecroft, make sure you mention James and I and tell them that you came because of our videos. We want them to invite us back here, you know, because you guys came here and showed us love and showed them love. We're gonna probably have to go to the hospital, by the way. James isn't feeling so well. We need to get an x-ray on that.
Both of them.
And he's like really miserable right now. So thank you so much for watching this video. Kiss that like button if you haven't already. Gotta go before you leave. Give me a kiss. Peace.